Harmonics are subtle. Sometimes I'll hear a harmonic and I'll think it's an octave below, and it's actually the octave above. Sometimes your mind will play tricks with you when you're listening to harmonics. They're subtle and they sneak up on you. I mean, feedback generally is a harmonic of something, maybe, you know, an octave below that. That maybe you pulled too much of something and it's shooting up a higher frequency because it's compensating on the wave. You know, it's ear training, and I mean, if you're in the sound business, you got to get your ear trained. You got to understand music, you got to understand instruments, you have to understand sound, and EQ is your first place of reference. If something's about to feed back, because I've had a lot of experience, I can hear which note is coming out. Sometimes I'll ask the musicians, what note is that? Something's feeding back. Which note is that? And they'll say, oh, it's a B flat. Then I have to think to myself, okay, B flat, which frequency is B flat, you know? And I can deduce, okay, well, let's see, you know, I go through my little ideas or I can just push up frequencies until I hit it. It's like, oh, there it is, you know? Sometimes you just kind of have to search it out to find out where it is it's ringing. Parametric EQs are great, but you do have to know what you're doing with frequencies, because a parametric EQ is, you can focus in on one frequency. You can get in between, you can get into the overtones. A 1/3 graphic equalizer is going to give you just certain frequencies to choose from that you can boost or cut. A parametric EQ, you can get in between those frequencies, and you can zero in, and you can widen or narrow the bandwidth so that you can, it's a much more fine-tuned control, basically, of EQ. You've got to be careful not to get too lost in it, though, because it can be, suddenly you find yourself doing way too much, and you lose yourself. And, you know, you lose your point of reference. Parametric EQ I use generally to notch something in particular. Because it's usually parametric EQs, first of all, you have fewer frequencies that you can choose from, fewer bandwidths to choose from. So I use it more. You can either insert it into a channel of a particular instrument that might be hard to, you know, you're having a hard time EQing, or you need to get at one frequency and just, you know, boost it or cut it. To me, it's more of a fine-tuned piece of gear.